Hi folks, and welcome. Today we're doing something a little bit different, and I'm going to be introducing one of my favorite point and shoot film cameras. But before that, I need to introduce a new model. Thank you for joining us today, Elia.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
You said you were going to be nervous. This is so funny. As soon as we started rolling, you turned into all shy.
Yeah.
Do you shoot film at all?
No.
Okay. Do you shoot anything at all, or you're always on the model side?
I have a digital phone, the camera, but I use it seldom, I guess.
Gotcha.
Not always.
So take a look at this guy. It's very cool style, I think, in that it's got all of these old-fashioned displays on top. So you can have a little look around that whilst I tell the guys about it. So this is the 28 Ti Nikon. It was released back in 1994, which I'm guessing is older than you then. It followed on from the 35 Ti. Ti denotes that it's made of titanium, and these were point and shoot 35mm film cameras that had the DX coding, could read the code on the film, that were at the time incredibly expensive. In 1994, this was like $1,250 US. That's like 10,000 Hong Kong dollars, 30 odd years ago. So they have a kind of a cult status now. The lens on it is meant to be fantastic, and the big improvement over the 35 to the 28 was the improved metering. Apparently the way that this is able to balance the flash as well is just beautiful. So the way we're going to test this one out is to run two different rolls of film through it today, shooting today with Elia. Again, I have to thank Panda Camera. They have a huge range of different film cameras in stock. They've loaned us this. It's not sponsored, but they did loan us the camera and give us the film to try out. A couple of interesting film stocks that we're going to show you guys today. And they'll also be helping us to develop it. So the images you see throughout this video were from camera, film, and developing services all through Panda Camera. So you can see their details below. So first, seeing this is a 100 speed film we're going to shoot with, let's go wander around the street and find some cool shots. So being 100 speed film, it's going to be great shooting this outdoors. Seeing you've got this really cool black and white look going on, I thought using the hard light and shadow we have to create frames in the shot will be nice. And this is a 28mm lens, so it's fairly wide for portraits. But with the cool angles and stuff you have on your outfit, doing some exaggerated poses, maybe like kneeling down and getting your dress all sprayed out, we can hopefully fill up the space and use the distortion to create something interesting. So I'm thinking there's a shot here. I don't know how good the autofocus on this is, but I can pre-focus and shoot it at like f8, so we'll have the whole shot in focus. Maybe we can get a shot of you crossing the street. Do you mind to go to the middle? And then I'll get you to walk back in really big steps, like, so you're opening your clothing up. You do one practice, and then we'll do it the second time. Nice.
Okay.
Well, I can't show you because it's film, but I think it's okay.
Okay.
So that's the fun. We have 24 shots, and I'll show you in 2 weeks if we got it or not. This is fun having so little. Normally, yesterday we're filming and I have like 3 cameras and a bag and 5 lenses.
And now it's light, everything's good.
We should become just a film channel. This is so easy. Yes. If any of the photos work. Please note, folks, that the photos you're seeing here in the main part of the video are straight off the scanner without any adjustments made. The ones in the intro montage and the conclusion have had some light editing, curve adjustments, cropping, that kind of thing. Now, I have no idea about this film's dynamic range, if we're going to be able to have her partly in light and shadow and actually have it come up here. So I might get one where we challenge it and one where I'll just have her nicely in the light as a safety shot. So again, let's get some, what can you do with your sleeves to make them all interesting?
This is fun and so easy. Thank you. I mean, it'll be disappointing when we get it back and all of the photos suck, but for now, it's really fun. Film. It's not dead. It's just annoying. Put that on a t-shirt. Okay, I've heard great things about how well this camera meters and how well it's able to balance the fill flash. So here's a really tricky one. We're in shadow, the buildings in the background are brightly lit. Let's see how it can do. I'll do it without fill flash and with, see how it comes up. How about you take some shots? I have 7 left. So this is as simple as it is. You can turn this dial, and if you want to get more of the shot in focus, choose a big number. If you want to have less of the shot, so like you have earnest, sharp, and then the background looks soft, you want a small number.
Okay.
That's it. So more and less. And then you just look through, and wherever you put the central box on, that's where it will focus. And then you just push the button and it'll take it. But there's 7 shots left. So
Okay.
let's just walk and see whatever you find. No pressure. No
Okay.
pressure. So, first roll done. Noise on the street is not ending. We now have 400 speed film. Let's go up and do the second half in the hotel room and see how it does in lower light.
Okay, so we've now loaded up the Delight Art 400 color tinted film. This was a surprise pick for us from Boris at Panda Camera. This one is a German film, handmade in Germany. Being 400 speed film, as I said, this camera automatically reads the DX code on it. That's not like DX as in DX or FX, meaning full frame or crop. That's just how film denotes what its ISO is, so then the camera automatically adjusts to it. One limitation on this camera, you can't really push it in the traditional way of saying, okay, it's 400 film, but I want you to work as if it were 1600. People like to do that to get different kind of results. Here, the best you could do is to use your exposure comp. It has 2 stops above and beyond, so you could shoot everything a couple of stops in either direction and then just let the developer know that you've shot it that way. But that's kind of the limit of how far you can take it. So we're going to try a few different shots here using full flash and not. We've got a few different outfits, and unfortunately this room is actually really tiny, but I don't know that we'll fill up all 36 shots, but we'll get a few different looks here. that roll is finished. So that was fun. The second roll of film went through much quicker. So we have potentially 72 photos now. This is so, have you actually ever shot film or been photographed by someone shooting film?
2 times, I guess.
Okay, so you'll know.
I'm so surprised.
It take a little time to get it back. And this film we're using is actually both we're using today are kind of unusual. So finally the colors that come off, I don't really know. So we'll see. So we'll take this into Panda Camera, get them to develop it, scan it, and then you will have already seen the photos, but we'll add a little montage here at the end. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'll have links to both of her Instagram accounts below so you can check them out. If you're in Hong Kong, she does cosplay modeling. Perhaps you can hire her for a shoot. Thank you, and we'll see you guys soon. Roll the montage.